Welcome to Flip Your Chips. Let's go!
Hey, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Welcome to Flip Your Chips podcast. Here it's not just about the ROI in dollars, but also the ROI in life. Achieving one without the other is like a half-flipped coin. We're here to bridge the gap, offering tips, tools, and resources in finance and entertainment. Let's flip those chips and make every investment count. How you feeling today, sis?
Wavy, drippy, you know what I'm saying? Something in the water. This episode is Flip Your Chips is brought to you by Tide Water. Stay hydrated. Now I'm doing we always honest. I had a little psychological warfare earlier this morning, but I got right through that little battle. It was like I went through unscathed. I love how I was able to shift my mindset. We talk a lot about how you got to have the mental mindset right to trade. Like it's all about your mentality. And because I've been on an upward trajectory, it allowed me to reassess, like we got the podcast to do, trading and everything. So all of the advice and the things that you've said on all the podcasts and the things you said separately I had to call you like, am I all right? Do you think I sound all right? Can I like what? Like I check myself. I'm doing mental health checkups on myself. That was but Dave, that's my day. How about your day?
Look, man, another day above the ground is always a beautiful day. We had a great week this week, so I'm excited about talking about that and just like what the students are doing. I'm excited, man. We move for real in real life.
I like that blue shirt too, Coach Blue. I see you.
I had to represent today, you know.
Yeah, I see you.
All right, so let's talk about the Tikoon tips. What's the tips for the week?
Yeah, so the tips of the week, Tikoon tip of the week is I want everybody to take a mirror and hold it to themselves, right? So imagine it's like mirror on the wall. Who's the flyest of them all? And the reason why I say to take a mirror and look at yourself, because I think we need to be a reflection of what we wish to see in the world. If you want to give more, if you want to get more, give more. Be affluent, just like my tattoo, be affluent. Think abundantly, because you attract what you are. So if you have a scarcity mindset, then that's what you're going to experience. It's my life coach has said to me, I had said something to her on the phone, and she said in our last training session, I just started my life coach experience. It's been incredible. I highly recommend, if no one's experienced, life coaching is not what I thought therapy was. I'm like, therapy to unpacking your problems. Life coaching is like direction. So I'm like, I'm not anti-therapy, but I'm definitely pro life coach because I see the difference in it. I don't want to sit around and talk about my problems. But she said to me, I had brought something up and she was like, you created that, right? And in my head, I'm just telling her something. She was like, you created that narrative. So if that's what you believe, that's what you're going to experience. So you have to think. She kept saying, what do you want? If I can speak ambiguously about what I shared with you this morning, that's a prime example. You know what I don't want, right? If we talk about what I called you about earlier today, that's what I don't want. So my life coach would tell me, well, then stop talking about that. Because that's like, and this is me taking myself outside of the conversation, like, dang, there it go again. Yeah. Because I'm worried about what I don't want as opposed to what I do want. I know what I want, and unless I get something that says otherwise, I'm not gonna make that my reality. And that's the prime example of what life coaching is. Like, we focus on what we do want. And when I took her advices, it was so much healing with me and my family and my loved ones, because I'm like, we spend a lot of time like, I don't want it to rain today. And then you go outside and it rains. I don't want to run into traffic. No, you say, I want the sun to shine today. And I want to get through traffic easy on the interstate. It's so easy to discuss what you don't want instead of saying what you do want. And we act like these words don't have power. And it's like your thoughts have power. So we can't even think that. It's not about what you say out loud. It's about what you're thinking. So I'll say this, because I know there's not a lot I can't say. You remember the day I called you and I was like, yo, I just left Masjid. And guess what conversation I just had? I manifested that. I kept saying, yo, this is on my spirit. And what happened? You watched that. That came to me. So now that I'm in it, I can't let that law of attraction stop. It's like The Secret. As a man thinketh, so is he. So going back to my point, Be a reflection of what you wish to see in the world. If you want love, give love. I'm not always saying that you're going to always get it back from who you want it from. So don't think that if I love India, India will love me back. But just be a vessel, because you can't escape karmic energy. Whatever you put out is coming right back to you. So the more love you give, the more love you'll get. The more money you give, the more money you get. So that's my Tikoon tip.
I love it. I love it. That's beautiful. And that's so true. I mean, it can be overlooked because it's like, okay, we hear that. The more you want, the more you got to give. But no, like when you actually live it, it becomes a way of life for you. You know what I mean? And it's a difference from just talking about it versus doing it and really believing and walking in those steps. So that's incredible for sure. For sure.
Yes. I'll say one last thing about that. You said something on our last episode? You said God can't bless you if your hands are closed. You got to open your hands, right? So I say faith over finance. You got to have more faith than the finances that you have in your pocket. I gave to a homeless man yesterday something I didn't have to give, but I wasn't worried about what I had in my finances because my spiritual bank account was like in the millions, the trillions. So I gave because of my faith. Trying to give more, I would say to take it one step further is increase your faith. Your faith is going to allow you not to look at, believe what they say, walk by faith and not by sight, right? If I look at my bank account, bro, you ain't getting no food today. But if I look up, you can have everything you want. Why? Because do the birds go out and worry about what they gonna eat when they wake up in the morning? Birds, like, where the worms at? Birds don't get their food. So why do humans worry about what's gonna happen? It's human nature, it's harmonious. So that's the circle of life line.
I love that.
But yeah, so what about you, sis? What about the flip your chips tips?
I think what was significant for me is this actually kind of pivots. This talks about what we talked about last week, right? Because about pivoting, when we were talking about pivoting and being able to move or whatever. And so that was significant this week because the quicker you're able to pivot and identify and adjust with the market, the more successful you'll be. So I know this might go over a lot of people's head, but like if you think like, okay, this is a sell, but the market end up going into a buy, it's like, okay, I was wrong. Let me readjust. Boom. Let me get into the buy versus sulking and you're mad like, damn, I lost that trade. I could have won on the buy. No, you react because you were able to quickly adjust into what the market was telling you. At the end of the day, you can't be arrogant and think that you know what's about to happen. You have no control. These are thousands upon millions of people trading at the same time. And you think your trade is going to change something? No, the market is going to do what it's supposed to do. And when it does, if you're wrong, okay, pivot, adjust, make the changes that you need so you can now be successful. So I think that is number one, you have to be okay with losing and say, okay, I lost. All right, I was wrong. Let me make the adjustment so I can win. So yeah,
hey,
being flexible.
So for the people that, I'm the rookie, right, y'all? So y'all know when y'all hear me speak, she speaks in finance. I'm here for y'all that let's apply it in a practical way for day to day, right? That's what I try to do when I hear what you say. That's like one of my favorite things to do with your Okay. You said that, okay, if it's a loss, you gotta adjust, you gotta pivot, you can't control the market, right? Sometimes losses are gains. Because in your loss and my loss, and you know the exact topic I'm talking about, so I don't have to keep referencing what I'm talking about, right? But what I look at what I lost and what I gained as a result. So on a perspective tip, I lost in the market, right? That's how that's how Coach Blue was just saying it, y'all. You lost this, but you had to pivot. Okay. So I lost something personally in my life that I didn't want to lose. And I'm like, I didn't want to lose that, right? But what did I gain? Peace of mind, responsibility, I gained all these skill sets. So here I'm back. And let's say that you back at the trading table, you want your pocket option, you doing your thing. And you're like, all right, I lost. So now I've gained these skills. so that the next time that I go back, I'm not gonna ever lose that. I may take different losses, but I ain't gonna lose that. Like sometimes we get knocked. I got knocked down, y'all. I got knocked down so bad. I'm talking about, I don't look like what I've been through over these last 7 months, 8 months, or to a year. But the confidence that I've gotten from the loss that I take and those lessons allow me to be like, if I have to lose again, I know how to fall down and get myself back up. So thank God I lost when I did, because now I have the maturity and the perspective to bounce back quicker. But
you just hit the nail on the coffin right there. You know that losing is cyclical. Like it's going to happen, right? But the fact that you're able to bounce back faster now from your losses and say, all right, boom, I got more stuff. Then my wins are waiting for me. I can't keep getting stuck here. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the growth right there, is being able to switch. All right, this is what happened. Let's keep it moving. Let's grow. Let's push for the next level.
Let's grow.
And I've literally seen you, like, the turnaround time is immaculate.
It's right. Okay, so because of the people, again, like that's you witnessed it. When I was going through the thick of what I was going through personally, I couldn't take none of the advice that you tried to give me because I didn't have the mind. I was so afraid to lose. When I was like, I surrender, God, I'm willing to lose whatever. I'm willing to risk it all. No risk or reward. So I'm willing to risk everything because I have faith that eventually it's like basketball. We gonna trip because we lost the game? No, we gonna watch the tape and we gonna figure out, what did I do wrong? What can I do next time I get the ball? How am I gonna be on defense? So now that I'm back here, right, and I got some information today that felt like a loss, and I'm like, okay, if I gotta lose again, I done went through the worst of the loss. But am I gonna talk about what I lost and worry about that, or am I gonna manifest what I wanna get so that I can attract what I want? And when I get it back this time, am I going to be aggressive in my trading? Am I going to be like, I want to trade 300% as it pertains to like trading perspective? Or am I going to be like, you know what? I'm going to be more frugal. I'm going to be more reserved. I'm not going to be so aggressive because I can't afford to lose that again. You can't invest. You told me something. When you invest, don't invest nothing you can't afford to lose.
Yes.
Loss I took, I didn't want to lose it, but once I got a piece of it back, I'm like, I'll do whatever the risk that I'm willing to take to not lose that again is way more calculated. I was moving reckless. And I needed to take that loss. I needed to take that loss so that I could appreciate it now. And look at the mirror, sis, because they don't know what we're talking about, but look at the mirror between the thing I got back, in quotations, versus when I made my investment. And because we're going to get to my growth. We're not going to skip to that segment, but what are the odds of my investment actually growing at the same time?
Both of your investments growing.
And one felt like a loss earlier, but it was like, you know what? Both investments are growing, but they're growing differently, but it's perspective. Is it a loss?
Yeah. And you know, what's crazy is that you said you had to take that loss to appreciate those wins. And it's crazy because I talked about that in one of my episodes. And that is so true. Like the beginning of a new trader, you're going to blow some accounts. You got to go through that because now that's going to tighten you up. And it's going to be like, nah, I'm not doing that again. So I can be consistent on my growth.
Let me add, okay, hold up. Now I got a question that this might help the people, and I don't even know if this is a thing. You said that as a new trader, you're gonna blow accounts. Okay, as a new trader, let's say I'm an old trader, right? Let's say I've been trading for 9 years. Right? One would think because I'm not new, I'm old, that, sometimes, okay, I'm preaching. I feel like that church. I have a family.
It's
Okay,
connected right now. It's connected.
Okay, you said when you're a new trader, you're gonna blow accounts. Okay, that's one perspective. But let's talk about the old traders that get caught up and get comfortable in their ways. I've been trading for 9 years. You know what? I've been trading for 9 years. So I get comfortable. Now I'm just trade like this and that. And so I get comfortable in my trading. Something had to shake me up to be like, yo, you're getting way too comfortable. So I'm putting it in perspective, because if I'm mirroring my investment to my personal loss, I don't want people to hear you and think that, oh, just because I'm a new trader, I'm gonna blow accounts. I was trading for 9 years I was trading something differently, and I still lost. So I want to ask you, perspective wise, if you're a new trader and you blow accounts, what about the old comfortable trader that gets caught up in the rhythm and the pattern? It's like, oh, I know what I'm doing. But you look up and it's like you lose everything because you got comfortable. Does that my question make sense? Like,
so you want to know what's the difference between the two?
Yeah, because it's like you said that when you're a new trader, you blow accounts. But let's talk about the old traders. Like, what is would it be safe to say, like, because I don't want people to think, well, if I'm a new trader, I'm expecting to blow accounts. But if you an old trader, you could blow accounts too. I'm an old trader.
Anybody can blow an account, whether you new or you've been doing this for a while. I could blow one a day.
Okay, so you could blow one a day, but also too, to add to that question. Okay, so you can blow one, but do you ever feel like old traders get comfortable and that's why they blew the account?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's comfortable or arrogant, not being able to recognize your emotional triggers. So do you have greed factors? Do you feel when that's kicking in? Do you have fear factors? Do you feel when that's kicking in? You know, being able to recognize that and adjusting, pivoting when that happens. So the difference between an old trader and a new trader, to be honest, I would take a new trader because they're open to learning. The person that's already been in, they might think they know everything already and they're not in a place to receive the message. You know what I mean? And this is not to say that all new traders are going to blow, but most of them do. Because some people come in extremely disciplined and they take it and run with it. You know what I mean? But everybody has different learning curves. So, yeah. Yep.
That really.
Yeah. So we gonna go deep in that one. But that was a lot of connection. I like that a lot, for sure.
Yeah, like that's what I be trying to do, y'all. Like, hopefully, like I said, I'm trying to be off track, but just making it practical to like. Sometimes you said trading is a reflection of your life.
It is. I mean, everything that you was saying, I was relating it back to what we was talking about. Like, I was talking to you and you was talking to me.
Yeah.
Saying?
We speak the same language in different ways. That's the whole idea about Blue Chips Academy. Make sure you go to bluechipsacademy.com and use the promo code.
All right, so let's talk about the mogul moves.
Yes.
Talking about this week.
So I feel like all of my mogul moves have been basketball related.
It is what it is.
And like I'm just shout out to Is What It Is podcast. I love their podcast. But Ice Cube's Big 3 Basketball League has made an offer to the Iowa women's basketball star Caitlin Clark, proposing a $5 million deal for her participation in 8 regular seasons and 2 playoff games per year. Additionally, Clark could earn significantly more through sponsorships, merchandise sales, and the league assures that she could play in the WNBA simultaneously. Ice Cube mentioned that on the show that it's definitely doable for Clark to be both involved in the WNBA and the Big 3, according to the CBS broadcaster for both leagues that would be supportive of this arrangement. Clark is expected to earn a base salary of around $76,000 if she decides to play professionally. It's interesting because I saw Angel Reese on Breakfast Club. They were asking, they was like, y'all know how much money we making playing in college? Like, the WNBA gonna have to come with it. Like, why would I go? It's like these athletes in college getting the craziest deals. And so, like, I heard someone say that if the top 5 NBA players left the NBA and went and started their own league, it would shake the it would shake the NBA up. Yeah. Like, the independence for Ice Cube to offer her that much money and she didn't even touch the professional floor.
Yeah. That's crazy. I love it though, especially for women's basketball. Like, it's something that's been well overdue. You know what I mean? And both her and Angel Reese are making a huge impact on women's basketball and getting the attention that they deserve. You know, the championship last year did like 11.3 or 11.1 million views. And the game of LSU versus Iowa that recently just passed did like 12.3 million views.
Women's basketball, it's for two former basketball players. It's like, I ain't jelly. I'm happy. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Like to get, it's like the year of the woman, yo. Like niggas showing up to watch the girls play.
That's what I'm saying. And she's special, man. I ain't never seen nobody play like her before.
Yeah, and shout out to Juju Watkins to USC. Oh my, she's my favorite.
He's like AKA Monica.
Yeah. It's definitely giving love in basketball.
Yeah. So about what's the girl? Tanya. What was the girl? She's like, the only reason why you not here is because Tanya Rowland, whatever her last name was. They said Juju was her daughter.
Yo, I remember that. Oh my God. Yo, I gotta go back.
Every week.
Yes. Okay. Man, but yeah, shout out to Caitlin Clark. Shout out to all the WNBA or the college basketball players, man. Exciting. We need to go ahead some games, sis, because
we're gonna be
flipping. We're gonna have flip our chip seats. But let's get into this Tikoon. You know, you like mogul. I feel so crazy because we got Tikoon tips and Tikoon rich. I feel so pretentious, like Tikoon stuff. They're gonna be like, she is just it's Tikoon everything. I mean, it's about the Tikoons, but tell us about who's Tikoon rich this week. What's going on?
So we had a student of the month. Did some amazing numbers. Okay, like I'm super impressed and proud of this young man. His name is Robert Adams. He's in college right now playing football, and he did 85% last month. He had an 85% gain.
Oh my goodness. And to be clear, I think we talked about this earlier. When you say that 85% means that whatever you've invested made 85%. So if you put in $200,
so let's keep the math simple. If you put in 1,000, you made $850 that month. If you put in 10,000, you made $8,500 that month.
Okay, simple math for you guys, because I like just trying to keep it simplified. But what's his name again?
Robert Adams.
Robert Adams.
Rob.
Rob. Shout out to Robert Adams. That's he's on track to hit his goal. Like you when you're
yes. So he has a target that he wants to hit, and he probably will hit it in the next 2 to 3 months. He keeps up with what he's doing now. Yeah.
That is exciting. Okay. Yeah, shout out to Rob. Shout out to Robert Adams.
Doing some amazing things. Now, the second thing is, actually, I want to kind of talk to you because you took the step of, putting some real money in your account. You graduated from demo, right?
Thinking of demo trades. I'm ready to get in. I'm ready to flip my
And so you took advantage of basically mirroring, or what they call a copy trading, right?
Ironically, we started the episode talking about being a reflection of what I'm being you.
So what was your gains, and how long did it take you to get those gains? So let's talk about that.
So, shout out to Rob. He did 85%. I'm competitive. I did 206%. Ain't no shade. We all flipping our chips. But yeah, I did 206% in 10 days. And I wish that I could explain it to y'all, but I'm still learning. But I just know I did 206%. And it feels surreal because scared money don't make no money. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all. And Coach Blue always says, I just started calling you Coach Blue. So that's
I love it. I like that. Let's run with it.
Yeah, so Coach Blue said, don't risk anything that don't invest anything you're not willing to risk to lose. And when I say I done lost it all, y'all. So honestly, what I risk, I'm like, nigga, like, and take this, because it's like, at this point, what else can I lose? And I'm not advising that for anybody, but just personally, I just was like, yo, this is it. And I just got tired of being afraid. It's like, there's never been a right time for me. I get tested so much, and I know we all do. I don't know, y'all niggas, I'm taking standardized tests the way I'm being tested, but I will say that I'm glad it's like a SAT every damn day. Right. But, I'm just happy that I did it, because I love that I'm still working towards doing the things I've been doing, but it's like, you'll text me or call me and be like, check. And I'm like, nigga, what? Like, it's just happening in the background.
Yeah.
Buffering. I'm like, I like that. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh, look at that. I don't want to touch that.
So how many hours did it take you to make that 206%?
None.
Okay, so let's build on that. So like, how did that change your perspective as an artist? You know, being able to, like, knowing that you may have to travel for tours or going to the studio and taking that time to really pour into your craft. How did that change your perspective, knowing that you made money and you didn't even have to physically work for it, but you look up and your account is up 206%?
I got a couple of things about it for changing my perspective.
Yeah.
My first thought when I saw the percentage, my first perspective was I want to give more. It's interesting because it's like the more you get, the more you want to take. But it just made me want to give more. And it's like, is Allah blessing me because I've been giving so much during Ramadan? And I don't need to flex about who I've been giving to and what I've been doing. Like some things that people don't know that I do, but I give when I don't have. And all I could think of was who else could I bless?
Mm-hmm.
How could it put me in a position where it's like, I'm secure, everything is okay, but I'm still able to give? The true measurement of a person is when they give when they don't have. I invested when I didn't have. I gave when I didn't have. So I feel like this is reciprocity and blessings for doing that. But in addition to the question about what it changed my perspective on as an artist, April showers bring May flowers. Okay. It is April 4th. It is 4/4. Okay. I done got a joke on April Fool's Day. I'm like the couple last 3 days been a joke.
Yeah.
When we talked and we went through percentages,
yeah,
I felt free. I felt like
Ooh, that's powerful.
I have a saying where I say, I forgot where I heard it from, but it was like, save your money because one day it'll save you.
Yeah.
Go through so many hardships. You want to save for a rainy day. All of this happened during Ramadan, so it's a very holy time for me right now. But I can say that the first thing I'm thinking about doing is home secure and am I taken care of? I don't want for anything. All I want to do is invest more and flip your chips, invest in my music, invest in my community. And I want to be able to have the means to do it. Not that I need to go shopping and I want to go get fly. And I'll tell you people, I can't tell you what to do with your money, but don't feel so quick to wear it. Store it. Don't like it. It's just like, I need security. It gave me security. And I don't know what that feels like.
Yeah.
And I've been going through a lot. I had people following me, different things happening personally that didn't make me feel secure.
Yes.
That's increased my capacity to be like, I am secure. I don't have to be a burden to anybody. I don't have to rob Peter to pay Paul. I'm okay. I don't want to be a liability to anybody. I'm an asset. I give more than I ask for because I have it. And I make a commitment to myself that if I ever got in a position to get what I needed, and Allah bless me, I'm gonna show you that I'm gonna do right with this money. So any other time I might be like, I need to go get them shoes. I'm not worried about none of that because it's all material. It's like I just want to invest into my art, and I feel free. I feel secure. To simplify it, I feel secure and free.
And that's exactly what I want at the end of the day, is for people to have that security and that sense of freedom where they can do and focus on the things that they ultimately want to do in life. Because that's what God wants to do, is to walk in his purpose. But we can't do that if we're still reporting to somebody else and not him, so that's amazing. So let's go into the flip. Okay. My favorite. So you came up with a great phrase, verbs over words. I think we need to get that on some merch or something.
Yeah. We definitely should.
But yes, let's talk about that. So when you came up with that phrase, what did that mean to you? And how do you think people can apply that in their lives?
Like verbs over words is another colloquialism to demonstration speaks louder than conversation. We have a lot of experiences. Right before our podcast, we kind of check each other's temperature, and I was like, well, what is it? They say pay attention to what a woman does and not what she says. I'm not saying that words don't hold value, but there's been times where I've wanted somebody to tell me they love me because I said it to them and they didn't say it back. It could be in a relationship, it could be family, because I grew up on words of affirmation. You're beautiful, you're smart, you're intelligent, I love you. So when you want a certain person to say it to you and they don't, you get angry because you're not saying what I want you to say.
Yeah.
After talking to my life coach, she said, well, I can tell this person loves you just based off their actions. If we're talking about love languages, another way of saying verbs over words is acts of service over words of affirmation. It's demonstration speaks louder than conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that if your love language is words of affirmation that it's not right, but would you rather somebody tell you they love you or show you? And it allowed me to be able to sit in the fact that I don't need you to tell me you love me.
Yeah.
Show me, then that's enough. I don't need you to tell me what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
You said you're gonna do it, well, show me.
Yeah.
My song, Do It, you ain't gotta tell me that you love me. The one that's coming out,
Yeah.
that whole song is about don't say it, just do it. Don't say it, just do it. That's the hook.
Yeah.
And not to spoil that for anybody, but it's like, I have completely shifted my love language. As a rapper, I don't even care about words of affirmation anymore.
Yeah.
I've heard so much lately that I'm like, my love is now, please show me you love me. Don't tell me. And it's increased my capacity to give more verbs over words. I'm a rapper, so it's easy to give you words. But do my words have verbs behind them?
Yeah.
That's my synopsis of words.
Yeah, no, I love that. I love that for sure. I mean, that's honestly the only way that you can understand a person's truth is through their verbs, through what they're doing, how they're acting. Yeah, I mean, like, think about it. When somebody tell you they're going to do something and they don't do it, or they say one thing and do another, you're upset because it's contradicting. It's not matching up. You feel me? So if your words match your verbs, your value has just increased exponentially. But if you're not following through with what you're saying you're going to do, your value like slowly decreases. So for me personally, that's all I look for is what you do and how you act. Like that's how I know. I can't trust most people. I can't trust what they say. I just trust what they do. Like, I hear what you say and I'm going to take it with a grain of salt, but then I got to watch what you do. Now, if that starts to be a habit where your words match your verbs and it's a constant thing, now I can start to trust your words. But your verbs is what brings the value to the words. So,
you know that phrase, word is bond? Then I think we got to switch that colloquialism, because if word is bond, but words don't mean shit, then verbs is bond.
That's the one right there. That's the shirt. I'm about to make it right now.
Everything I say, that's a shirt. That's a shirt.
No, for real.
Verbs
is bond. Yeah.
Verb is bond, because it's whoa, yes. I told y'all.
I love that.
Person that you writing it down. Okay, we got that. Because I
got it. It's here. It's in here.
Verb is bond, because think about what we grow up on. And word is everything. And I ain't gonna just hearing you say that as a person. When we started Flip Your Chips, it was January 18th on your birthday. And it was like, oh, action. That was our love language right there. Our love language is words of affirmation and acts of service. If we didn't do this, we wouldn't be able to have this platform. So as I'm not gonna, it's funny sometimes one person can be saying the same thing to you over and over, but then you hear it from somebody else and it's like, dang, sis, what you literally just said to me was like, I'm gonna pay attention to what you do. Sis, I took that L because of what I didn't do. Everything I said wasn't matching up with what I did. I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna fix it. And so when I took that L, it's like, am I gonna stand on business? Stand on business, Tikoon rich. I'm gonna do what I said I was gonna do. Why do I show up? And then imagine your partner, your family member, right? you do everything you say, you're going to drop that album. You're going to make that shirt.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to do all these things, but you're not going to do what I said. You're not going to do what I asked. I'm going to give y'all a short perspective that I learned in the Way of the Superior Man, a really good book. This dude says, he goes to the grocery store, he comes back home, baby, I hit the lottery. And she was like, yeah, but did you get the milk? He said, did you hear what I just said? I said I hit the lottery. Yeah, but did you get the milk? What the fuck you worried about milk for, nigga? I'll buy a cow, I'll buy a milk farm, I'll buy everything. No, I don't care. And he was like, yo, you always, like, I don't get it. And she was like, how many times did you go buy the lottery ticket before you won? How many times have I asked you to go get the milk? You want me to be happy for you because you won the lottery? Yeah, nigga, I'm happy you won the lottery, but I asked you to bring the milk. The milk was right there beside the lottery ticket. Mm-hmm. He couldn't understand what the big issue was because you kept telling me you was gonna get the milk, but you coming in the house with a lottery ticket and that's not what I asked you for.
Yeah.
And a lot of times we don't understand why somebody's mad at us because it's like, you think that ticket is gonna solve the problem is you not listening to your partner.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, that's in one of my favorite books, The Way of the Superior Man. But
that's awesome. I like that a lot. And the thing is, like, if you really look at all of the relationships that's valuable in your life, the only reason why they're valuable is because they have performed some level of active service, some level of verb, like they have action behind it. So that's why you had the bond, and that's why that statement is so strong, because verbs is bond.
Verb is bond.
Oh, man. We gonna wrap it up on that one.
Yes, we need to put right. That's the next show. We got so much merch. And honestly, y'all, if y'all check out our last episode, Perseverance, if you look at the end of the episode, you can see our merch and everything people have been asking us about.
Yeah.
Today was incredible. I really do feel like I'm up 206% in life. Not just in my Blue Chips Academy. Yeah. Like 206% up in life right now.
That's awesome.
I'm so grateful. And today, this episode was a mirror of who I need to become and how much more work I got to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's more verbs over words. And speaking of verbs over words, we encourage y'all to use your verbs and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Turn on your post notifications. Go to bluechipsacademy.com. Use the promo code FlipYourChips. Follow us on all social media platforms and tune in every Thursday because we spin our chips.
Hey,
getting rich.
Hey,
running up digits. Count it up six.
Hey,
let's take a trip.
Hey,
getting on business. Tikoon rich.
Hey. Catch y'all on the next one, man. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, see you soon. Love you, sis.
Love you too. Peace.